Israel, we are the Isupk, started out of Harlem, New York, on 125th Street under Commander General Yohana. And if you're not in the Isupk, you are not in the truth. We're here to bring the truth to our brothers, the blacks, Hispanics, and Native American Indians. I'm Officer 1000 Aram with my brother Officer 500 Aram 1. We're about to kick off this biblical law class this evening to bring out some of these topics and some of the events that's going on in this earth. And seeing what the Lord has to say about all the stuff that's going on. One thing we're gonna do right now, we're gonna start off first of all as far as this situation going on over there in Cuba, man. Those people, the government is like doing bogus stuff, and the people over there protesting, and the people here in America protesting for their brothers and sisters over there because they having a food shortage and a medicine shortage, man, and they're being ran over by the government. And Commander General Hunter has already told us, I think a couple years ago, that we need to start stocking up on waters and different things you need in your households today, because a food shortage is going to happen here eventually. And you can tell because the government is controlling everything. The government is controlling the farmers. They actually, I was reading a story where they're telling the farmers that they don't have to plant seeds, they don't have to grow food because it's letting off some kind of toxic, the earth is letting off some kind of toxic fumes or something, which is a lie. It's a lie. The white man is the devil that the Bible speak of.
That's right.
And the reason why we say that, because everything that they do and everything that they touch, they destroy it, man. You know, even all the way down to not even the food. They messing with the food. They want to duplicate all the food and create all these, what they call it, like, it's not real. The grapes, it's hard to find good fruits nowadays. And the food is so polluted with these different pesticides and things of that nature. Then not only that, they pushing, it's a strong agenda towards black men in America with this homosexuality stuff. You know, they pushing this thing where they trying to recruit the LGBT, they trying to recruit young black men into this gay lifestyle, man, and force people and make people think that it's okay, that it's normal, and it's not. America go all over the earth pushing their religion and their democracy and destroying things. And it's clear in the Bible. The Bible says that, you know, you plant and you reap, and every 7 years you should let the earth heal, you know, for about a year. You know what I'm saying? They started talking about, they paying millions and millions of dollars talking about the, what's this thing that they, what they call it, about the water melt, the ice, everything melting.
That's global.
Yeah, the global warming. You know, it's no such thing as a global warming, man. What it is the earth is being overly drilled in and used. Instead of letting the earth heal itself and replenish itself, the white man is digging because he's such a greedy dog. They digging everywhere. Anywhere that there's oil, they have taken over. Anywhere they can find gold or diamonds or coal or whatever the case may be, man. It's to a point where they're tearing down all the trees.
That's right.
You know what I'm saying? The animals don't have, the animals is losing places where they can live, and they're being forced into population of people and things of this nature, man.
So like, if I could, they also had those big old factories and plants pumping all that pollution into the air.
That's another thing.
And like you said, the white man destroying everything they can get their hands on. They even destroying the ozone layers.
That's the point.
You know,
right? They building all sorts of things out of space, and now they done got to a point where they throwing it out there where they wealthy people could pay to take trips out of space, and pay millions of dollars to take voyages out of space, man. And for what? You would wonder why. Well, who in the hell would want to travel out of space, you know, for recreation when anything could happen? You know what I'm saying? I wouldn't want to take no trip like that. If I had the money, I wouldn't spend no $300,000 or $400,000 or however much they spending to do something like that when I know I could help a community of people that's suffering and starving, man. You know what I'm saying? These rich people, man, it's like they losing their doggone minds. They doing all sorts of crazy stuff. And the white man, all he want to do is push his religion on black people or other nations, and they democracy, man. And to the point where it's destroying, these people destroying this earth. They running this place like little children, man. They doing all sorts of things. This political arena is it's a circus. You know what I'm saying? Guns are being poured into our communities like never before. No, it don't make no doggone sense. The type of guns that is in this community, man. Just the other day, a young man left out of the 26 in California that had been sitting there for over a year fighting some sort of case. I'm imagining it was a murder case, and he must have beat it because anyway, he got bonded out, and some young men was out there waiting on him, and they shot him, what, 64 times. Some little rapper guy, you know what I'm saying? Babies are being shot. Another story this week, some family was riding down the street and a stray bullet went into the car and killed their child sitting in the back seat, a little armed baby. You know what I'm saying? They studied getting guns off the streets, but they studied pouring them into the communities. You know what I'm saying? They studied pouring drugs and liquor. Everywhere you look in the black and Hispanic community, you find liquor stores. There are so many liquor stores and gun shops in the black community. It's crazy, man. You know what I'm saying? It don't make no sense. And you're hard pressed to find a decent store. The little stores that they used to call Family Dollar. You know, they high as hell right now. When them stores first opened, they literally had things in those stores that costed $1. Now you go in Family Dollar, man, and you go in there and buy a few items, and you done spent $20-something on a bunch of crap. You know what I'm saying? They're gouging at us. They study figuring out ways to rip money from the black communities.
That's right.
And then when we do make money, we go to work, we work hard and make money, and the money do not circulate in our communities. We have to give it right back to the white man. You know what I'm saying? For the things that you need. If you need food, we have to depend on these people. If you need clothes, right now, if the white man decided that he wanted to close down his shoe stores, niggas would be walking around here barefooted because we don't have no shoe factories. We don't have anything. You know what I'm saying? Everything that we purchase, we have to depend on our oppressors. You know what I'm saying? And that just show you. And then you got people just a couple weeks ago talking about some Juneteenth. So they call themselves celebrating their freedom. How is you celebrating your freedom when even when you need medication, we have to depend on our oppressors.
Yep.
You know what I'm saying? And the reason why we're in the condition that we're in is because we refuse to follow the laws, statutes, and commandments. We have pastors running around telling people that we got to love everybody. When the Chinese, the Africans, even the white man, they do not pray or serve the same God that we serve. Christianity and Islam is not for black people. No matter what I don't care how you feel. The truth of the matter is Christianity and Islam has not done nothing for us. You can go down your community, go down your neighborhood, and it's just as many liquor stores there are churches. You know what I'm saying? And these churches they taking money from they asking for money from black people and Hispanic people, and they taking their money and they doing whatever it is they want to do with it. They're not putting this money back into the black communities, man.
That's right.
Like I said, we don't have anything. We don't grow our own foods. We don't have no farms. We don't have no land. You know what I'm saying? We don't have no factories where we could make clothes and shoes and stuff and sell it to our own people. We don't have any of these things. But yet it's still blacks steady talking about we free. Free from what? Free from what? When we got sisters still coming up missing off of the streets of Chicago, man.
That's right.
And every other city around this place. Anybody even doing nothing about that? You don't hear. That's not something that you see on front page newspapers.
That's right.
That's not something that you hear discussed by the black community leaders that's highly concerned and trying to figure out where these women going or where they at with the sex trafficking and the organ trafficking and all this other crap that's going on. You know what I'm saying? There's a lot of things going on. And then, not to mention that we're on the verge of World War III. You know what I'm saying? We're on the verge of World War III, man. All these different, China is not the friend of America. Putin, the Russians, all these different countries, man, they are competitive towards America. Now we got this situation where it's not something that we should hear and let it go in one ear and out the other ear. What's going on over there in Cuba is about to happen in America, y'all.
That's right.
You know what I'm saying? It's about to be a famine in this place. It's going to get worse and worse. It's not going to get better. And the reason why we can say that is because people are refusing to turn to the law, statutes, and commandments. People refuse to serve the Most High. They want to serve Christianity. They want to serve Islam. They want to go in these churches and get on their knees and bow their heads and pray to false idols. You know, idols that's made by the hands of man. Every black brother or that go over to Mecca and you walking around that big rock, that's an idol, man. The big crosses that brothers wearing on their necks and inside these big churches and stuff, man, those are idols, man. And you bowing down. That's the thing, is you bowing down to this stuff and thinking that you have a relationship with the Most High, and you really don't.
Right.
You know what I'm saying? Let's start out. Let's go to Jeremiah 28:8. We're gonna start out in Jeremiah 28:8. No, matter of fact, let's go to Baruch 4:1. We're gonna start out with Baruch 4:1.
Oh God.
So once again, man, we have a famine that's about to come to America. Everybody saw how our people acted when this pandemic started. When the pandemic started, man, our people were breaking into the stores and taking everything out of the stores. Everything. For a few weeks, it was hard as hell to find water or toilet paper or anything in the black communities. And the police officers just sat back and watched and let it happen. You know what I'm saying? It's like they just let it happen, man. And for the life of me, I don't understand why every time something happened, black people want to destroy their own communities. The Hispanics didn't do it, though. I noticed that they held their neighborhoods down. And they refused to let blacks come over into their communities and raid their stores and things of that nature. Right. It didn't happen in the and everybody want to always talk about the Hispanics. If you pay attention, Hispanic people, our brothers, are busy as hell, making their money. They riding around in the tow trucks. They riding around in these landscaping trucks. They working in these motels downtown. They wives working right beside them. There are some very productive people in this community. They taking care of this place. And then you have people like Trump and other people like that. They talking about the borders. Hell, these people over here working hard as hell, man. Black people, we work hard as hell. We stay away from our homes for hours at a time, trying to make money. My brother now, they struggling at the company that he work at, man, because they picking it. You know what I'm saying? In the time of right now, who in the hell want to go through something like that because they want to overcharge them for the medical assistance or for whatever the case may be? Everything is steady going up on blacks and Hispanics. The gas is high, medicine is high, food is high, rent is high. Everything is high, but we can't get paid more money on these jobs. You know what I'm saying? And then the government was giving out all that doggone money, man. So many people was applying for those grants or whatever, the loans and all this other stuff. You know, that pandemic made America panic. These people in America panicked, man. Mm-hmm. Anytime America was giving away $10,000, $20,000, anybody want to sign up for it could get it. The Lord scared the hell out of these people. Mm-hmm. You know what I'm saying? But everybody getting this shot. Now they talking about some sort of virus coming up that they're afraid that these last shots can't do nothing with.
It's like, if I could, they call it the Delta variant. It's called the Delta version of COVID-19.
The Delta version of the COVID-19.
It's like the younger people are starting to get it, and it's like you're supposed to catch it faster than you caught the regular COVID.
Right. See, it's just, listen, the Lord is trying to shake us loose, Israel. The Lord wants us to separate from these people. He told us, the Bible said, come out of her, my people, that we would not be partakers of their sins. So the plagues that the Lord sent into this planet, the Lord has given us a warning, Israel. We need to wake up and turn back to these laws, statutes, and commandments, because our people dying like crazy. Black people babies are being shot with straight bullets. A mother can't even drive down the street, man, without losing her child. Just a few weeks ago, a whole family got ran over there on 39th and State Street. The mother got killed. The little 6 or 7 month old baby got killed. Their son was damn near murdered. This man, he lost half his family. He just got his son out of the hospital. And the little boy is really messed up. You know what I'm saying? It's dangerous in these streets, man. It's super dangerous in all these cities, not just Chicago. This stuff is happening anywhere a black person is. These curses are following us. These curses are pertaining to, that's how you know we are the children of Israel. Everything that's happening, we getting the bulk of it. The Lord is letting us suffer because of our sins. You got it out.
Oh God, this is Baruch chapter 4, verse 1. This is the book of the commandments of God and the law that endureth forever.
The law that endureth forever. This is the book of the commandment of God, man. This book here was in the Bible. It was between the Old Testament and the New Testament. And they took it out, man, because it had so much information in it that they did not want black people to know. It's called the Apocrypha. You know what I'm saying? There's so much information in this book, man, till it's crazy. And every black person that's alive need to get this book. They cheap, too. They don't cost no more than $10.
That's right.
At the most, they cost $10. Every black person in America that think he got a relationship with the Most High need to get this book, man.
That's right.
And read it. And come into the Isupk so you can be taught how to understand this Bible and this Apocrypha, man. You know what I'm saying? If you're not in the Isupk, don't be surprised when wickedness come to your knocking at your door.
That's right.
Don't be surprised when death come knocking at your door. Start from the top and read that again.
Baruch chapter 4, verse 1. This is the book of the commandments of God and the law that endureth forever.
This say the law that endure forever. These laws are not done away with. People like Creflo Dollar and other pastors want to teach God's people that the laws are done away with, that we are under grace. And that is the farthest thing from the truth, man. These laws will never pass. Heaven and earth will pass away before these laws, statutes, and commandments pass away.
Right.
Y'all have to realize that, man. It's time to wake up, Israel. It's time to come into the Isupk. It's time to learn how to live, how to eat, how we should treat one another. You know what I'm saying? We got to wake up and come up at them churches. Them churches ain't nothing but the synagogue of Satan.
That's right.
You know what I'm saying? All sorts of wickedness is inside those churches. Homosexual activity is in those churches. Men trying to sleep with married women in those churches. Greed to the highest level. The pastor is studying. Listen, when the pandemic hit, the church doors closed, but the pastor still wanted you to electronically send your money to these buildings, man.
That's right.
He ain't nothing but a thief. He's a thief that's robbing black people of their money without a gun. And that's what's happening, man. Let's go over to Jeremiah 28:8. Jeremiah chapter 28 and verse 8.
God.
The Lord is sending all sorts of pandemics and plagues and diseases and different things like that to this planet because he's sick and tired of the way America is. America is nothing but the modern day Babylon. And other nations are mimicking this place, man. This place, America is wicked as hell. It's totally wicked. The moral fiber of America has totally deteriorated. How can we say that? Because these people in America that's running this place are allowing all sorts of wickedness to happen. They making it okay to be a homosexual. It's okay to molest, to sleep with children. It's okay to have sex with animals. It's okay to you can eat anything you want to eat. These people love they shrimp, crab, and lobster. They in love with that damn pig. And according to the Bible, we're not supposed to even touch that thing, man. Black people we following our oppressors, and we think we're doing the right thing. You think you're going to follow your oppressor and have a relationship with the Most High? You're sadly mistaken. You got it out? Jeremiah chapter 28 and verse 8. Read.
It's the book of Jeremiah chapter 28 verse 8. The prophets So like the prophets that have been before me and before thee of old prophesied both against many countries.
The prophets of before thee of old have prophesied against many countries. And today, Commander General Yohana and all the generals and the brothers in the Isupk, we're doing the same thing. We're prophesying against these different cities and countries, man. Read.
That's right, Colonel Khan. And against great kings, and against great kingdoms of war and of evil and of pestilence.
And America is a warring country.
Right.
America is one of the youngest countries, and they have been in so many wars, man. America is always in somebody else's business. They always sending boots to somebody else's land.
Right.
They always somewhere starting or selling guns and starting wars with other countries and stuff of that nature, man. That's America did not get on top and running things the way they did by having sit-down talks with people. They didn't do that by having peace treaties and things. They did what 170 some peace treaties with the Native American Indian, and look where they at right now. You could barely find a Native American Indian, and this is their land. This is the Native American Indians' land, man, and right now they on reservations. Right. America is on top and have the power that they have because they're rapers, they're murderers, and they're liars. This is how they got on top, man. They took everything that they have. These people took every damn thing that they have. Nothing that they have belong to them, because they wicked. And the only way you can the only way you can be as powerful as they are and on top like they are is to be a wicked bastard. That's the only way. Read.
Okay. Verse 9. The prophet which prophesieth of peace, when the world of the prophet shall come to pass, then shall the prophet be known that the Lord hath truly sent him.
And that's the minute the Lord he had taken his spirit away from us for a long time because we were serving other gods. We were envying our oppressors. But back in like 1969, the Lord started waking up his prophets, which are the men in the Isupk under Commander General Yohana.
That's right.
And he has taught us how to understand these Bibles, and you got brothers like me, also Ramawan, and many, also Dabar, also Ra'ain, brothers that's above us that's teaching us the Bible, teaching us how to get a real understanding of these precepts. Now we can stand on the corners with those brothers and speak out loud, telling God's people their wickedness. It's time to wake up. It's time to turn to the law, statutes, and commandments. It's time to stop being drug dealers. Right. It's time to stop being homosexuals. Right. It's time to stop being gangbangers, man. It's time to stop being murderers and turn to these law, statutes, and commandments.
That's right.
You know what I'm saying? The Lord has started waking up his prophets, and the truth is being taught back out into these streets and the highways and byways. Not in those churches. You cannot go to no one's church and learn how to have a relationship with the Most High. I don't care how elegant they can put their words. I don't care how well they can stand up there and speak in front of a crowd of people. You know, with their expensive clothes on, with their expensive suits and shoes and jewelry on, looking like they highly blessed and favored by the Most High. They thieves, man. They are wolves in sheep clothing.
That's right.
There's a lot of pastors out there that they have their heart is in the right place, but they don't understand that they are the enemy of Christ when you're not teaching God's people the truth.
That's right. You
have pastors out there that think that they're doing the right things. I get it, but you're not. You're not. And in the end, you're gonna know it. You know what I'm saying? Don't matter how much you go out and teach on corners. It don't matter how hard you try. If you're not teaching God's people about the law, statutes, and commandments, baptizing God's people with the word of God, but you baptizing with water baptisms, you celebrating holidays, birthdays, all sorts of the things that our oppressors told you to celebrate. I have not met one pastor out there that don't celebrate You raising your child up to love white people. That it's okay to marry other races and nations. That angers the Most High. For a black man or for a black woman to marry certain races on this planet, it's the 12 tribes of Israel is what you're supposed to stick with.
That's right.
Once you go outside of that, you are an enemy of Christ because you're not following him. You're not doing what he said. Go ahead.
That's a lot. That's heavy what you bringing out, because a lot of black people, blacks and Hispanics, a lot of us we believe. I know I did when I came up in the church, that the Antichrist was going to be this white man sitting, sent to the earth to just deceive everybody.
Right.
The Antichrist is that he could be the pastor of your church.
That's right.
It's all the Antichrist is that when you don't teach the law the way that the law is taught, the commandments the way the commandments is taught, that's
right.
an Antichrist. That means you're not following Christ.
That's right.
It's heavy, because I always thought it was going to be a white man sitting in on top of a mountain somewhere.
Right. That's the same thing I was taught. That the Antichrist was going to be some white guy. He's going to be revealed one day and all this other stuff. That the Antichrist is doing anything that's against Christ. Christianity, Islam. You're not supposed to bow down on your knees and close your eyes and pray in front of no idols, man. Or you sit down on the ground on your knees and you got the rosary bead wrapped around your hand. Or you sitting down on the ground, you praying, you holding that cross that's on your neck. You know what I'm saying? Or you praying to that big cross that's behind your pastor. You know what I'm saying? All of that stuff is wickedness, man.
That's right.
It's wickedness, because when you get up, you know you haven't changed. You're not applying these laws, statutes, commandments to your life. You're still eating catfish. Mm-hmm. Every damn church in Chicago have catfish fries. Yep. And then they got the nerve to say that's the best damn fish they ever had in their life. Y'all, you niggas need to wake up, man. I'm being honest. I'm just keeping it real. Salakia. I don't mean to offend anyone out there, but it's time to wake up, Israel. It's time to turn. It's time to repent. Quit talking about you saved under grace. It's time to repent. Repent and turn from your wicked ways. And you can't do it in these churches because that's not what you're being taught. Right. Let's go to the Lord is sending all sorts of pestilence to this place. We're hearing about wars. We're hearing about floods. Look what just happened in New York, man. They got flooded out. The captain then went down there to St. Louis. Was it about a week or two ago, and they got rained out?
Was it St. Louis, or was it Florida or something like
that? No. When all the brotherhood went down there to help.
Detroit.
Detroit, yeah.
Yeah, I was down there. Yeah, it was bad.
Yeah, some of these rainfalls coming down, man, like never before. We having a famine. It's a lot of hungry people right here in Chicago right now. I have ran across a lot. When we be out on camp, I have had a lot of people come in front of our camp and talking about they hungry. They need a few dollars to eat. They can't go to their pastor. The pastor's charging they people to even go see them in the hospitals. I done heard brothers talk about their mother been in the church for the last 16 years. And the lady got sick and she in the hospital, and the pastor want a few dollars to go talk to this woman that's looking up to this pastor. These things are happening for real. But yet, you study seeing all these vacant buildings. You see all these abandoned buildings. But these pastors are study building, spending millions of dollars building up huge mega churches right here in Chicago. The pastor Horace Grant, I think that's his name over here. Horace.
Horace. I forget.
Yeah, over here on 39th, right off State or Michigan or one of them. He already got a big old church building standing up there. Ain't nothing wrong with it. He done built another church right next to that building. A big, beautiful building, man. Y'all paying these damn pastors all this money, man, and these people are taking this money and investing it into real estate.
That's right.
Investing it into their children's education. Driving good, dressing good, taking care of their families, man. When you out here struggling, I know you struggling. I have a job. I have a decent paying job, man, and I'm struggling because things are the taxes and it's so high. Mm-hmm. Then our black women so shameful. They feel like a black woman got a decent job. Her job paying more than her husband, and she think the man supposed to take care of her. Yep. Come on, man. We living in wicked times right now today, man. Let's go to Luke 21 and 11.
Okay.
We living in wicked times right now, man. All sorts of things is going on this earth right now. And the Lord is behind it all, whether it's good or whether it's bad. The Lord God is behind it, man. Those are angels. When you see an earthquake hit this place, or you see a tornado hit this place, or hail, or a rainstorm that flood out a city, that's the Lord. Them are angels, man.
That's right.
Those are angels that are carrying out the orders from the Most High. You got Luke 21 and 11?
Come. It's the book of Luke, chapter 21, verse 11. And great earthquakes shall be in diverse places. Let me get some of this one. Luke 21 and you said
Luke chapter 21 and verse 11.
Come. It's the book of Luke, chapter 21, verse 11. And great earthquakes shall be in diverse places, and famines, and pestilence, and fearful sights.
And that's what's going on right now. Start at the top again.
Come.
And great earthquakes.
And great earthquakes.
All you got to do is cut on the news, and you see all sorts of tragedies going on. Read.
Come. Shall be in diverse places.
All over the place, man. Read.
Come. And famines and pestilence.
And famine and pestilence. Right now, Cuba is going through a famine. People here in America is going through a famine. It's nothing to see a family going to some food outlet place trying to feed their family, man. We put clothes and canned goods in front of the school right now, and people walk past and they need it. People need these things, man, right here in America. And America is one of the richest countries on the goddamn, on the continent.
That's right.
How on earth can there be homeless people and hungry people in America? When this place, they make their own money.
That's right.
They grow their own food. And you got hungry people starving right here in America. You have people that need medication. They can't even afford their medication because the medication is extremely high. That's because the white man is the devil that the Bible speaks of.
That's right.
These people don't have no source of moral conduct. They don't care about no other people. They don't care about no other race of people. They just care about they don't even care about their own.
Okay.
The lower class of the white. They don't care about it. It's like the rich against the poor.
Mm-hmm.
Read.
Come. And great signs shall be there, Shalaki, and great signs shall there be from heaven.
Great signs. Look how our young men act today. Look how our young women act today. Wherever you see blacks at, no matter where, you could go to the four corners of the earth. Our people act like they done lost their minds, man. You cannot put black women together. Black women are going to fight.
That's right.
They do not like each other. They hate one another. Especially if a sister might have a man. Boy, if another woman look at her guy, she ready to shoot that guy and kill that girl. I have pulled up stories. I have seen girls walk up and see her husband or her man talking to another girl and run that man over and kill him. Mm-hmm. Or stab him. Or just attack the other woman and just go to fight. And vice versa. I have seen brothers go to their real job and murder them right there on site. I mean, it's like we so lost and we don't know who we are, and there's so much bloodshed and all that stuff. We have not put ourselves in this condition. That's for one. Two, if you weren't following Christianity, you would know that it's not a sin for a black man to have multiple wives. We're not saying that you should do it, but that's his right. If he decide he want to. If he want to, he can. He's not sinning. But you listen to the pastors and to America, they want you to go downtown and buy that piece of paper and put you in a mind frame that you're only supposed to be with one woman for the rest of your life. I know people that got wives, man, and they done bought the wife a house. She got a couple kids. The man worked hard every day, and she's still not happy. Mm-hmm. She's still not happy. She want everything. I mean, she won't. And everything you give her, After a month time, she don't want that. She wants something else. You cannot satisfy the majority of these sisters, man, because they wicked as hell. And that's why the Lord put that curse on them of skinning their scalps. They ain't got no hair on the side of their heads because they wicked. We got sisters that want to strip for money. You got sisters that wear the most revealing things, man. I mean, if you're beautiful, you don't have to, listen, sister, you could cover up and your beauty will still shine. A lot of our sisters don't realize you don't have to go out your way, man. You are a beautiful sister on this planet. Black women are fine. From the top to the bottom. Hispanic sisters are fine. All the women in the 12 tribes are beautiful, man. You do not have to undress to show your beauty. You don't. You can cover up. And I promise you, we will still notice your beauty. Even more. It's just it's a fact, man. And these brothers always talking about we don't love them hoes. You don't? Then why every time you have a bachelor party or every time you have a get together, where the hoes at?
If I could, they might, a lot of them brothers might be telling the truth the way the world works today. They might not love them hoes. I don't love the men now.
Oh my God, that's a whole nother. You drove it home on that one. A lot of them do.
Yep.
A lot of them do. A lot of them. They know these transsexuals out here, and they want them.
Yep.
They messing with them. They messing with them, man. A lot of brothers out here on the low. They call themselves gangsters and drug dealers, and they this. You got a lot of brothers out here that got wives at home, and they doing that, man. They'll mess with a transsexual or a transgender or whatever you want to call it. That doggone Black Lives Matter thing, man. That crap is that Black Lives Matter is not trying to put black men in black houses. That was created and made by lesbians. And a couple of the heads are married to the oppressors. Their agenda is to destroy the black homes. Now they done made money and they under investigation for spending all that money on lavish lifestyle, on buying top quality real estate. The Black Lives Matter movement is a joke. It's not for black people. Y'all need to take off those shirts because it's a lie. It's a hidden agenda. The overlay for the underplay. That's what it is, man. Come on, what was it read?
Come on, Khan. Verse 14. But before all these, they shall lay their hands on you and persecute you, delivering you up to the synagogues and into the prisons.
And that's why, and the prisons are full of blacks and Hispanics. Full of us, man. Full of us. Right now today, you have a lot of brothers are still locked up right now today for cases they caught back in the 90s. Weed cases. And they done legalized this stuff. They building, what they call them?
Smoke shops.
Whatever. Yeah, weed shop. You could go buy all sorts of strands of weed at these damn places. All sorts of strands of weed out of them. But they haven't released them brothers that caught them cases back in the days. Come on, man. Stop it, man. Let's go to 2 Timothy 1:7. That's why the Lord is so angry with us, Israel, because we refuse to turn back to his law, statutes, and commandments because you want to stay high. You want to stay high. You want to party. You want to do what you want to do. Can't nobody tell you what to do because you want to do it your way. And your way is not the right way. Just because it feel good to you don't mean it's right. Don't nobody today want to hear the truth. And when the men in the Isupk get on these corners and we open up these Bibles, we telling you what thus says the Lord, man. We're not telling you how we feel or what we think. We telling you what thus says the Lord, man. So when you come up against the men in the Isupk, you're coming up against Christ himself. Because we only telling you what the Most High wants you to hear. You got it out? 2 Timothy 1:7.
It's the book of First Timothy.
That's okay. 2 Timothy 1:7. It's time to wake up, Israel. It's time to repent. It's time to come up, bring your spirit up out of America, because America is about to fall. America is about to be destroyed because of his wickedness. 2 Timothy 1 and 7.
This is the book of 2 Timothy chapter 1 and verse 7. For God hath not given us the spirit of fear, but of power and of love and of sound mind.
According to the Bible, the Bible said the Lord has not given us the spirit of fear, man. Don't be afraid of what's going on around you. Don't be afraid. Don't let the things that's going on around you make you feel like you don't have no hope. Don't let the things going on around you make you think that you have to do anything to get a dollar to take care of your family. You don't have to. You don't have to sell drugs to take care of your family. All you need to do is come into the Isupk and learn how to follow Christ, man.
That's right.
Yahweh, who the whole world knows is Jesus Christ. Learn, if you follow Christ, he will take care of us. The Bible said, even the birds of the air, don't labor nowhere, but yet they're fed. The Lord don't give us the spirit of fear, but of power and of a sound mind. And the only way you're going to have a sound mind is to follow the law, statutes, and commandments. The only way you could get a sound mind is to come into the Isupk and be taught.
That's right.
How to understand this Bible.
That's right.
This Bible is not some newspaper that you could just read every now and then throw it to the side and think you done got something. So many sisters out there think that they can open the Bible and teach God's people they prophetess or evangelist or deaconess and all this other crap. Go ahead, Art.
And that's Salakia just for the, but it's heavy you brought it out. People use you can't read it like a newspaper, because that's exactly what a lot of people do.
That's right.
You know, a lot of people just go grab that newspaper just for the sports section, or they just go look at it just for the stock market section. They don't look at the whole thing. And
Right.
that's the same way people look at newspapers. It's the same way they look at this book, and that's why they can't get an understanding unless they read every single section in that book.
And
you know,
that's right. And even if they read it, if you're not in the Isupk and if you're not under good leadership, you're still not going to get a good understanding of what you read.
That's right.
You can't take this book is like metaphors, parables, like a rapper. You can't just read it and take it literally, man. Some of this stuff has to be broken down to you. You know, when they talk about the heart, or when they talk about stars and things, it's not talking about the stars that's shining in the universe. There's certain things in this Bible that we need. You have to come into the Isupk under Commander General, under these captains and these officers, man, and learn the Bible. Learn how to live by it. Learn how to understand it.
That's right.
You know what I'm saying? You know, you think that you could pray over the Lord. You take their church, they go into certain verses and think that about the Lord said you could pray over things and eat it as long as you pray over this clean. Come on now. That's foolish. That's thinking like a child. That's thinking just like a child. And the Lord did not give us the spirit of fear. So the things that's happening, you don't have to be fearful if you follow the law, statutes, commandments.
That's right.
You really don't. Let's jump over to Baruch. Let's go into Baruch chapter 2 right fast. And we're gonna start at verse 1.
Baruch chapter 2 and verse 1. Therefore, the Lord hath made good this word, which he pronounced against us and against our judges that judged Israel.
Read.
And against our kings, and against our princes, and against the men of Israel and Judah.
The Lord made good of his word, man. He told us, when he sent Moses down and told the children of Israel, follow these laws, statutes, and commandments. And if you don't, you will be cursed with a curse. If you follow them, if you hearken to them, you will be blessed and put on top. And we didn't follow the law, statutes, and commandments, and now we're on the bottom.
That's right.
We're suffering like never before. We're suffering more than any other people on this planet. And that's strange. You have to wonder, why are we suffering so much when we are some of the most greatest people on the planet? We're the strongest, we're the fastest, we're the smartest. We have created a whole lot of things in America and not getting the recognition for it.
That's right.
We have some of the greatest doctors. We have some of the greatest teachers. Come on, man, and we are a lost people. We are destroyed people. We are destroyed because of a lack of knowledge. We do not know who we are. You still think you are African. The majority of us, if you ask you what's your nationality, they're going to say I'm an African American. That's what they're going to say.
Mm-hmm.
If you ask them, what was your belief before you was brought over here, they don't have no idea. What was your tongue? What was your native tongue before your forefathers was drug over here on them boats? They don't have no idea. We speak English because this is where the boat this is why people got off with the boat at. Our brothers over there in Cuba, those are our brothers and sisters over there that's struggling and starving. And America has had a sanction on them for years. They still over there driving cars made from the 60s. America is a wicked place, y'all.
That's right.
America is a super wicked place. It's the modern day Sodom and Gomorrah.
Mm-hmm.
The modern day Babylon. This place is wicked, man. And the white man is the devil, but that the Bible speak of.
That's right.
These people are wicked as all out, man. Look at all the murder and the bloodshed that they have done over the centuries. Look how they're doing our people today. We didn't put ourselves in this condition. Go ahead, read,
verse 2. To bring upon us great plagues.
What?
To bring upon us great plagues.
Murder. The murder rate. The plagues of America is affecting blacks more than ever. The black people want to be homosexuals. Then look, AIDS. AIDS is a plague from the Most High. This pandemic that the Lord just sent here was from the Most High. Because he's trying to shake us loose. We refuse to shake loose from America, so the Lord has started sending plagues and diseases and famine to this place, man.
That's right.
To wake us up, Israel. Read.
Khan, such as never happened under the whole heaven.
We're going to see things that man has never seen before. It's going to scare the hell at you. And the people in the Christian churches thinking it's going to be a situation that when the sky crack open, the Lord going to come back and pull all us together as a human race. We're going to be loving one another. That's not how it's going to happen. Yahweh, the Lord coming back to set up his kingdom on this earth. He's going to come back for warfare. And every nation on this planet is going to go against him. Read.
Khan. As it came to pass in Jerusalem, according to the things that were written in the law of Moses.
And when Moses gave the children of Israel the laws, the statutes, and commandments, man, and he brought the children of Israel out of Egypt. Everybody know about that story. Pharaoh did not want to let God's people go. And the Lord sent all sorts of plagues to that place.
Mm-hmm.
All sorts of famine to that place. And pestilence. The Lord utterly destroyed Egypt, man, because they didn't want to let God's people go. America is the modern day Egypt. The same thing is about to happen here. The Lord is about to show his power and his might right here in America.
That's right.
And if you keep following these oppressors, you're going to die with this place. World War III is about to strike, man. And them bombs are about to fall. And if you don't want to be here when it happens, you better turn back to the law, statutes, and commandments. You better truly repent.
That's right.
And turn from your wicked ways.
That's right.
Read.
Verse 3. That a man should eat the flesh of his own son and the flesh of his own daughter.
And that happened, we done been through that already. We've been put in that situation already. We done dealt with a situation like that before, where our towns were surrounded by the oppressors, and they shut us off, and our people had to eat their dead babies.
Right.
Come on, y'all, ain't nothing new under the sun. Read.
Moreover, he hath delivered them to be in subjection to all the kingdoms that are round about us, to be as a reproach and desolation among all the people round about, where the Lord has scattered them.
And anywhere you go to the four corners of the earth, man, you can find blacks and Hispanics, man. We have been spread out throughout the entire earth. When they started bringing our people over here on them ships, man, it was thousands of ships, thousands of slave traders, thousands of slave owners. And our people were spread it out to the four corners of the earth, man. To the four corners as a reproach. Because we angered the Lord with our sinful ways, man. We angered the Lord when we rebelled against doing what he told us to do. He warned us through Moses. Read.
Come on, Khan. Verse 5. Thus we were cast down and not exalted, because we have sinned against the Lord our God and have not been obedient unto his voice.
And that's what's happening with our people right now today. That's why our people dying the way they dying. We suffer from diseases. We suffer from high blood pressure, cancer. You want to consume all this stuff. You want to live any kind of way. If you out there living a gay lifestyle, you're going to catch AIDS, and it's going to wither you away. It's going to destroy you. If you want to not follow the law, statutes, and commandments, the dietary law, you're going to have high blood pressure. You're going to have diabetes. You're going to have all sorts of stuff, man. We got it right now today. You can go down the streets of Chicago and you see people wheeling themselves down the street in wheelchairs with no legs or no feet, being amputated because of the things that they're consuming over the years. Let's jump down to verse 10.
Verse 10. Yet we have not hearkened unto his voice to walk in the commandments of the Lord that he has set before us.
And that's the reason why we're in the condition. And he set these laws, statutes, and commandments before us to follow them. He is our God. He's the one and only true and living God that's on this planet. Blacks and Hispanics and Native American Indian, the 12 tribes, we are the only people on this doggone planet that's serving a true and living power. Our Father sitting up in heaven right now, and our Lord and Savior sitting at his right hand. There is no other race of people that's serving a real God, man. Allah is a damn lie. Buddha is all those are figments of people's imaginations, fables. You hear about Allah, that's a fable.
That's right.
You hear about all these the Jesus Christ that our grandmothers taught us, that picture that was on their wall. The Jesus Christ that these pastors are pushing up on God's people right now today. That's a fable, man. He is not real. Because if you listen to that, they giving you the license to sin.
That's right.
They're telling you come as you are. Just come and pay your tithes. Come as you are. You come as you are and you change. And the only way you can be baptized in the truth is to be baptized with the word of God, man.
That's right.
Not with water. These Catholic churches, that's a fable, man. That's a lie. Them old men in them long gowns and them long ass hats on their heads, those old wicked guys, man, those are homosexuals, man. Right. Child molesters.
That's right.
Elijah Muhammad, that man was a pedophile. He was having sex with young girls, man. He was impregnating young girls, man. Come on, Israel. We got to wake up and do better, man. We're in this condition because we put ourselves in this condition. Because we refuse to follow the law, statutes, and commandments. Read verse 10. Go ahead.
I was just going to say, and I'll read verse 10 again first. Verse 10. Yet we have not hearkened unto his voice to walk in the commandments of the Lord the commandments of the Lord that he has set before us. Salaki, I was just going to bring it out. And I know you're going to bring it out anyway, but this verse right here definitely pertains to the brothers, the tribe of Manasseh right now, the Cubans, that's what they got going on in Cuba right now.
Damn right.
You know what I'm saying? Through the pestilence and everything they got going on over there. This verse is basically letting them know, hey, this is our punishment.
That's right. That this is a part of the punishments for not following the laws that the Lord put before us.
Okay.
We are supposed to be living by these laws, statutes, commandments. You can't just read this Bible and then put it down and go do your own thing. Yeah, that's right. Them Cubans are our people, and they suffering because of their disobedience. They over there eating the hell out of pork. They over there doing all sorts of wickedness. Now look at the conditions that they in. They can't even get aspirins. They can't get. They barely could get food. They going through a pestilence and a famine right now. And this look, this 2021, man. Look how America did Puerto Rico. Look how America just did Puerto Rico, what, a year ago. These people don't care about nobody but their own, man. Nobody but their own.
That's right.
Puerto Rico is a part of America. And you look over there, man, that place look like, I don't know what it look like. A bunch of shacks a bunch of huts on the side of mountains. Now, I know it's a beautiful part of it, but you know who there. You know who's there. And the Lord is causing for earthquakes to happen. Look at that building just fell. It just fell. They still haven't found all those bodies in their rubble. The Lord is about to bring this place down. According to the Bible, when the Lord comes back, when Jesus Christ comes back, it's the Bible say within an hour's time, him and them angels are going to completely destroy this place. America is not going to be fit to live over here no more. The habitation, there will be no more habitation over here no more. These tall buildings that the white men like to build because they done came out of the mountains, they love living up high. All them buildings coming down, man. They coming down for the wickedness that their forefathers have done. These people today are going to pay for it because they reaping the benefits, man.
Right.
And you see the hand of the Most High is moving right now. They're being forced to take down their forefathers' statues. Study forcing them to take down those damn slave owner statues.
Confederate statues.
Right. Come on, man. Y'all, it's time to wake up, Israel. We telling y'all this. We telling you what the Lord said. We're not telling you what we think of saying. We're telling you what the Lord is saying about this stuff, man. Deuteronomy 4 and 5. All through the Bible, all they talk about is turning back to the law, statutes, and commandments. Turning back to the Most High. Following the Most High. Get up out of that Christian church. Get up out of the mosques. Get up out of that Catholic church. If you black, Hispanic, or Native American Indian, come up at those buildings. Those buildings are the synagogue of Satan, man.
That's right.
Ain't nothing but wickedness going on inside those places. That's it and that's all, man. And our sisters, they are so crazy about their pastors. I mean, they look up to this man like they look up to this man like he is really somebody to look up to. And the average black man don't want his wife in these churches no way, man.
That's right.
Taking all his damn money that he making and putting it in that doggone bucket. Cooking them pies, cooking them dinners, frying chicken and taking it up in there to him. Like he's somebody. Come on, man, stop it. Where we at?
Deuteronomy 4 and 5.
Read.
It's the book of Deuteronomy, chapter 4, verse 5. Behold, I have taught you statutes and judgments, even as the Lord my God commanded. Even as the Lord thy God commanded me.
The Lord has commanded, he commanded Moses to teach his people the laws and statutes and commandments, man. Commander General Yohana and all the generals, they teaching us the laws, statutes, commandments.
Right.
I didn't get my life together until I got into the Isupk.
That's right.
I was a gang banger. I was a drug dealer. I got high. I didn't give a damn about another brother. If I was walking down the street and I saw you drop your wallet and your wallet, I didn't care. I'm putting my foot on it and I'm trying to slide it to the side and get my hands on it.
That's right.
Today I'm not even gonna touch it. I'm gonna get your attention and tell you, man, get your damn wallet. You done dropped your stuff, man. That's a change in me because I have come into a place with brothers that have taught me how to live and how to treat my brothers and sisters. I was a wicked bastard. When I was in the world, hell yeah, I'd drop some game on your girl if she was cute. And if she would go, I'd get her. And a lot of them would go.
That's right.
I wouldn't do that today. I'm not going to no strip clubs. I'm not selling my brother no drugs. How you love your brother if you're going to sell your brother drugs, man? These niggas in the streets, man, they making money to buy rims, guns, pizza, PlayStations, games, and stuff of that nature. And they'll sit here and say, I'm doing this to take care of my family. No, you're doing that for the greed of the money. That's what you're doing it for. You don't care about your people. I know brothers out there right now today that call themselves Israelites and they want to call somebody a 2/3 and this nigga selling rocks. Got a Bible in one hand and a pocket full of rocks. Come on, man, stop it. You got a lot of people in Islam call themselves following up behind this religion and they selling drugs like crazy.
That's crazy.
They selling black people drugs, man. Quick to kill a black man. Quick to kill their own. But they'll put on a suit and a tie and they want to go up in their church and show the enemy that I'm civilized. I'm not a savage. And they come clean out their church, man, and won't even speak to your own people. Come on, man. All this stuff it's done got old. It's time, as you get older, you're supposed to change your way of thinking. When you was a child, you thought as a child, you reasoned as a child, but when you become a grown-up, you're supposed to put your childish ways behind you. And then you don't want to be stagnant as you get the Most High giving you grace and letting you live, see more days. You should want to become more wiser. You want to change your ways.
That's right.
Why would you want to sit up and glorify what you did 20 years ago? Glorify what you used to do in the penitentiary. Talk about how you used to get out on the block. Still hollering some damn GD or Vice Lord. A young man walk up to you and shake your hand, you throwing up the sign. Come on, y'all. It's just time for us to wake up, man, and do better, man. Let's go to Ecclesiasticus 25:13. Come on. Let me get there with you.
Yeah.
25:13. Come on. Come on. Yeah. What?
It's the book of Ecclesiasticus, chapter 25, verse 13. Give me any plague, but the plague of Salakia. He said 25:13.
Come.
Give me any plague, but the plague of the heart.
Give me any plague, but the plague of a heart, man. You know, sometimes it's some things that's worse than death, man. You know, when somebody walking around here and they got a whole lot on their mind, they stressed out, don't got no hope. You know what I'm saying? Don't know which way to go to get help. You know what I'm saying? That's a bad condition to be in. Read.
Okay. And any wickedness, but the wickedness of a woman.
And a lot of brothers got wicked women and you deserve her because you wicked your doggone self.
That's right.
I know of a lot of brothers that work hard every doggone day and have come home and caught his wife in the shower with another man. Or no matter what he do for this sister, she just always complaining. Can't even ask her a simple question. She flying all off the handle. Can't do nothing with her. The Bible said, give me any plague but the plague of the heart, any wickedness but the wickedness of a woman. A good man don't deserve that. And a lot of you sisters running around here, you got false nails, you got false hair, false eyelashes, you know, went and did all sorts of things, and you say you want you a real man. And you ain't even real. You don't even know who the hell you are. Can't be trusted, but you want a real man. Come on, stop it. Read 14.
Okay. Verse 14. And any affliction, but the affliction from them that hate me.
And you don't want to be around. Listen, a lot of us are in houses with our own family. and our family hate us. A lot of us have brothers and sisters that we can't even get along with. A lot of us sleeping with the enemy. It was I was looking at something the other day. A lady was driving down the street and she had a freshly painted on her car, "Just divorce, buy me a drink." Come on, man. Come on, man. People are getting more and more wicked, man. It's at a point where it's hard to find. If you got you a really good friend, somebody you've been knowing 20 plus years or something like that, man, I would advise you to hold on to that friend.
Right.
I would advise you to hold on to that friend, man, because it's hard to find a good friend nowadays. I would advise any couple, sex is marriage. And if you are married, work it out. If you got a problem at home, keep it at home. Don't go telling your girlfriends your problems.
Right.
Don't go telling your problems about your girl to your boys. Go home to that person you got that problem with. Sit down and try to work that out. Who best to talk to but the person you got the problem with?
That's right.
Come on now. Let's jump down to Is it Revelation? Do I want to go? Let's check Revelations 18 and 1. Let me see. Do I want to do that? Revelations 18, verse 1. You know what? Angel from heaven, great power. I'm not going to touch this one because it's about those angels and I'm not sure about it. I need a breakdown on it. So let's just go over to Psalms 91 and 10. Salakia. And if you follow these law, statutes, and commandments, man, you don't really have. I mean, listen. Just because we're in this truth, don't mean we don't go through nothing. Matter of fact, once you really start following the law, statutes, and commandments, you should expect for more temptations to come your way. To be honest with you. But the thing is, in this school, we have each other to lean on. You have real brotherhood in this school. We could go to one another and discuss things, and if I ask my brother to keep it confidential, he will. You ain't got to worry about your laundry being out in the streets, or talking or laughing behind your back. I know a lot of situations where, well, I don't know a lot of situations, but I have heard of situations where people will be laughing in your face and talking about you behind your back, and all the time they talking to you as if they care. Or they're concerned like they're a friend, but then they turn right back around and talk to one of y'all other friends in that same circle and laughing at behind your back, calling you, talking about how stupid you are. That happens a lot, especially between, well, the men nowadays are very effeminate. I ain't gonna lay up there. Yeah, a lot of brothers, you can't trust them. A lot of brothers can, but the women, they really got it bad. I know that for a fact. But you do got some effeminate guys out here that you can't share your business with because they'll go and talk about you too. And that's crazy. Psalms 91 and 10.
It's the book of Psalms, chapter 91, starting at verse 10. There shall no evil befall thee, neither shall any plague come nigh thy dwelling.
There shall no evil befall thee, neither shall any plague come nigh to thy dwelling, if you're following the law, statutes, and commandments. The Lord will protect you if you're doing what he said do, man. Quit thinking you got a relationship with the Most. Quit thinking the Lord listening to your prayers if you're not following the law, statutes, and commandments, man. That is not true. And it says that in the Bible, because if we jump over to John 9 and 31 right fast, we'll show you in the Bible that we're not lying to you.
It's the book of John, chapter
9 and 31.
John chapter 9, verse 31. Now we know that God heareth not sinners, but if any man be a worshiper of God and doeth his will he heareth.
Now the Bible said, we know that the Lord does not hear sinners. That's in the Bible. If you are living, following your oppressor, if you are following America and its wicked ways, if you're celebrating any of these holidays, especially your birthday, the Lord is not listening to your prayers, man.
That's right.
He's not. We're telling you what the Bible say. Read that one more time, Mark.
Khan. Now we know that God heareth not sinners.
Say that again.
Now we know that God heareth not sinners.
The Bible said, now we know that God heareth not sinners. Read.
Khan. But if any man be a worshiper of God,
Being a worshiper, the only way you can be a worshiper of God is to do what he say do,
right,
by following the law, statutes, commandments. You cannot stand up Sunday and with tears in your eyes and your hands up in the air and thinking that's worshiping God. That's not worshiping God.
that's right.
To worship the Most High is to do what he said do. If he tell your butt, don't sell drugs, don't sell drugs.
That's right.
If he says it's a sin to be a gay, don't be gay.
That's right.
If he said don't eat shrimp, pork, crab, and lobster, don't do it, man. Don't do it. That's how you be a worshiper of the Most High, is to do what he said do. Read.
It's like if I could,
Go ahead,
you brought that up. And it's funny, man. You get some crazy black brothers and sisters that say, "Oh, this a white man's book. It's a white man's book."
Right.
But the book tell you not to eat shrimp, pork, crab, and lobster.
Right.
But the white man eats shrimp, pork, crab, and lobster.
Right.
So when you think if this book was a white man book, the white man would be following the laws that's in this book.
Hell yeah.
They keeping you away from following the laws in
Doggone
this
right.
book.
And what's so heavy about what you bringing out? If this was a white man book, you must ain't never read Obadiah.
Okay.
If this a white man book, don't you think he would make himself the greatest person in that damn book? I know if I write a book and I'm gonna make it about myself, I'm gonna be the baddest thing in that book. You know, y'all, they want to say that King James was just, you hear all kind of foolishness.
It's like it's another thing. King James, you can, regardless if what you want to say he is, and we know he is a black man, but regardless of what why wouldn't he even change the colors of the brothers in the book? Like, why if it was a white book made by a white man named King James, why wouldn't this white man change Jesus to a white man? He kept him as a black man in word in his book.
And the cut to that is they must ain't never read Revelation.
They didn't read Revelation.
Because Yahushua is a nigger. And I'm sure if a white man wrote this book, he would not have put that in there. For real.
He cut himself.
Yeah, he cut himself. So, you can't listen to, like the Bible said, man, people think the wisdom of this earth is foolishness. The knowledge of this earth is foolishness to the Most High, man. Even a man in this school that's a young man is wiser than one of these pastors.
That's right.
Being taught under these captains and generals and stuff, man.
That's right.
These pastors don't know what the hell they doing. Not at all. They don't. I thought I know something until I got into Isupk. And I had to learn that I didn't know a thing. I had to empty my cup, shut my mouth, get me a pad and a pen, and start over again. Because I didn't know a thing.
That's right.
I didn't know a thing. I'm being honest with you. I thought I did. I had people thinking I did too. I had a lot of compliments, but I ain't know nothing. I ain't know a thing, man. I do now, though. I know I was a damn fool. I was being taught wrong.
That's right.
I was being taught wrong. Couldn't nobody say nothing to me about this, and I would fly off and, man, offended and everything else. And come to find out I was wrong all along, man. Come on, stop it. Psalms 91 and 10.
Come on, Carl. It's the book of Psalms, chapter 91, verse 10. There shall no evil befall thee, neither shall any plague come nigh thy dwelling.
And we know now this plague, that corona, a lot of black people died. A lot of people in general died, but a lot of black people died too. A lot of black people died. A lot of people died from that plague, that corona plague, man. Seriously. And now they talking about another variance on its way back. Do y'all think this stuff, y'all really think some people sitting in some damn laboratory making this stuff and putting it out there? Are you for real? Anything good or anything bad that's happening in this earth, the Lord is behind it.
Right.
Y'all better realize that the Lord is behind it, whether it's good or whether it's bad. Everything that happened, the Lord is behind it, man.
That's right.
For real, for real. No, yeah, we ain't gonna go there. Let's go down to I guess so. Verse 11. No, we read that. Yeah.
We can read 11 yet.
Yeah, read 11.
Come on. For he shall give his angels charge over thee to keep thee in all thy ways.
The Lord will give his angels charge over thee to keep thee in all thy ways. We telling y'all, angels, he has angels to protect us and to guide us and to shield us from hurts, from dangers, seen and unseen. And he also have angels of destruction.
That's right.
That he sent to this planet to carry out his missions. Satan is not a renegade angel. He carry out the orders of the Most High.
That's right.
Everybody think that Satan rolled 2 and 4. He just doing what he want to do. He just a renegade angel running around and ain't got no discipline. And he just doing the hell. That is not true. Satan is a obedient angel that carries out the missions of the Most High.
Right.
God is all power, man. The Most High created everything and everybody. He even created the angels. He created man, woman, the animals, everything, man. Everything in the earth, in the sea, in the air, everything. The Lord created it all.
Right.
Everything. These plagues that's hitting this place, the Lord's sending this stuff to this place, man. And it's going to affect us just as much as it's affecting all these other nations because we refuse to turn back to them laws, statutes, and commandments. Because we refuse to apply them to our lives. Because you refuse to come up out of these churches and listen to the truth. Everybody want to listen to a lie. You want to go to your pastor and let your pastor tell you that you are under grace. Grace simply means a time frame. Grace is a time frame, a time period. And according to the Bible, tomorrow is not promised to no one. So why would you put off tomorrow what you could do today? Everybody done heard that phrase. There's a whole lot of people going to go to sleep tonight and not going to wake up tomorrow. A lot. Grace is a time frame, and it's running out. I think it's safe to say it's running out. Because people dying today like never, but I ain't never seen so many people die so fast in my whole life. I have not seen so many babies and women get killed in my whole life. Straight bullets coming from everywhere, just killing babies and ladies and the young men and the women out here just getting high for these different drugs and things and just don't care. You can't even put a group of people together no more. Every week we having mass shootings. All through it's not only just happening on the weekdays. It's happening. It's just not happening on the weekends. It's happening on the weekdays too. I'm talking about 15, 16, and 17 people being shot, 7 and 8 fatally. There's a lot going on in this earth, Israel, and it's time to wake up. It's time for us to separate and take our spirits out of America so we would not suffer from the plagues that the Lord is sending to this place. It's just time to wake up. I don't know what else y'all want us to say to y'all, man. Let's go to Revelations 15 and 7.
It's the book of Revelations, chapter 15, verse 7. And one of the 4 beasts gave unto the 7 angels 7 golden vials full of the wrath of God, who liveth forever and ever.
Now, the wrath of God in those vials, those are different. That's what the Lord is pouring. He pouring his wrath down on this planet. I can't really break this down. I need to break down for it myself, but I know that those vials are different vials of plagues that the Lord is sending to this place.
Okay.
And the next major plague that's coming to this earth, y'all, is the plague of famine. Commander General Yohana has warned us all to prepare ourselves. We need to buy plenty of water, buy canned goods, non-perishables, to buy things and put it up. So when this famine hit, you kind of be prepared for it, because there's no telling how long it might last. And America is doing so much wicked stuff. I can see it now, because they're talking about how the way they putting these farmers in a position where they have to buy their seed from the government.
Mm-hmm.
They can't just grow their own. They can't just go buy their own seed and plant on their own soil anymore. They have to depend on the government. Now the government has been talking to the farmers and telling them they're going to pay them so much money where they don't even have to farm anymore. They don't have to plant anything. So what you think gonna happen if they paying these farmers and they don't have to plant anymore? What you think is about to happen? Then what? A few months ago they had that winter storm in Texas, and all that poultry died. Just a couple weeks ago, Tyson chickens, they had a big recall on their chicken packs.
Yep.
Not to mention the cost of food is getting so doggone high. It's time to prepare for these things, man. The Lord is sending his plagues to this nation, and it's going to affect everybody that's not following the law, statutes, and commandments. It don't matter who you are. So I would advise you, if you're Black, Hispanic, or Native American Indian, to get whatever city you in, no matter where you at, you better find the phone number to the Isupk and get that address and get your butt in that school.
That's right.
And find you some real protection. Because that's where your hope at, black man, black woman, in this Bible. Your independence is in this Bible. Your independence ain't at no damn June 10th. Your independence is in this Bible. Learning who you are, what's your language, how you should be eating, how you should be treating your brothers and your sisters. This is our independence right here. This is it. That's your hope. You don't have no hope from nowhere else. You can't turn to your oppressors and think they're going to help you, man. Because they not. When they're ready to cut you off, they're going to do it. Like we brought out earlier. If they decide to stop, if they decide to close down their shoe stores and their shoe factories, blacks won't, what you going to walk in? Because we don't have anything. We don't have nothing. Anything, man. It's time to wake up, Israel. Let's go to Psalms 89 and verse 23. We're going to jump over to Psalms verse 89 and verse 23.
Come on, God. It's the book of Psalms, chapter 89, verse 23. And I will beat down his foes before his face and plague them that hate him.
The Lord will fight our battle for us if we was to turn back to the law, statutes, and commandments, man. The Lord will fight our battles. That's why he said he didn't give us the spirit of fear. Because he don't request for us to do it. We cannot beat these people. You cannot pick up guns and go against the people that made the damn guns.
Right.
These people have put the guns in our community. They done put the drugs in our community. They even got they putting what the heroin addicts they drinking meth.
Meth, yeah.
Now they putting the weed factories in our communities. They own all the Walgreens and stuff, the medication.
Yep.
They own everything. We don't have anything. We are dependent on our oppressors for everything. But according to the Bible, the Lord said he would beat down our foes before his face and plague them that hate him.
That's right.
And if you're not in the Isupk, you hate the Most High.
That's right.
If you're not in the Isupk, I'm telling you, you do not have a relationship with the Lord. You don't. You don't, man. And you need to realize that. Quit thinking you know everything. Quit thinking you got it. You know how many women I talked to, man? I was talking to a sister just a week ago. She telling me how her grandmama was so educated in the Bible and taught her everything she know about the Bible. Telling me that I can't tell her nothing. She know the Bible. Trying to out talk me and tell me what she know about the Bible.
So like if I could, I get that on every single social media platform that I'm a part of. It's always a woman too. It's always a woman that say, I know the Bible back and forth. And I'm thinking to myself,
Right.
yeah, why the hell you ain't in here? If you knew what the Bible was back and forth, you would have been in here a long time ago.
Con, that's right. Sure would have. And she'll shut her doggone mouth
She would
and
have
learn.
done with con.
That's how I know she don't know the Bible. She can't even shut her damn mouth. All into her emotions.
Trying to assert authority over a man. If you read that Bible back and forth, there's several verses on there to tell you not to do it, and you do it anyway.
Right. Man, I have been standing on street corners, and a sister walked past me talking about she's an evangelist something or a pastor something, and I asked her deliberately, well, could you explain this verse right here to me? And they don't even want to hear it. Oh no,
That was in the days. That was back in the days.
Right.
They love that one. That was
Right.
back in the days.
Go
That ain't
ahead.
no more.
Throw her hands up and going on down the street. She be done talking. Don't even want to talk. And you sure that the Lord said she should shut up and learn under her own husband, quietly at home. You ain't got no business out there. Ain't no woman got no business walking down the street with no Bible in her hand trying to teach no man or nobody else. Nothing. That's not how it go. It's a natural order in this. And everybody know that order. It's the father, the son, the man, the woman, and the child, man. There is no such thing as equality. You could erase that out your mind. White people believe in that crap. That battle that white woman had against her counterpart.
Oh yeah, come on.
And then the sister grabbed hold to it because it sounded good. And that didn't have a damn thing to do with our sisters. The only thing that did, they made a bigger wedge between black women and black men.
That's right.
That's all it did. Thinking that you equal to a black man. It's not a woman on this planet equal to a man. How can we say that? Because you got these damn gay men today want to be transsexuals and get into women's sports and crushing y'all. Giving you head injuries, out swimming you, out running you. He dressed like a girl, but you can't do nothing with him. And the government has okayed it for a while. I think they kind of waking up to that crap. A man and a woman is not equal, no matter what. On a man drunk, a real man on his drunkest day, can't no woman beat him. Not at all. That's not gonna happen. So that equality thing, sisters, y'all need to get off of that. You are not no queen. You calling yourself a queen because you think you running it. You calling yourself the queen because you think you equal to that man. The women in the Isupk, they are not queens. They're princesses.
That's right.
And they know their position. And they get treated good by their husbands.
That's right. Damn right.
The men in the Isupk, we love our women, man. We don't misuse women. We don't mistreat women. We love our sisters. We love our wives. We love our daughters, man. Come on, stop it. Let's go to Revelation 16 and 8.
God.
Revelations. We're going to Revelations chapter 16 and verse 8.
The book of Revelations, chapter 16, starting at verse 8. And the fourth angel poured out his vial upon the sun and
Slacky on that. We're going to skip that one because I need to break down on that one. It's just, I do not understand the verses with the angels and stuff yet. I ain't going to lie. I can't even front this real. I'm not going to try to sit here and say something out of my mouth and I don't have a full understanding of it myself. Slacky for that. Let's go to 1 Corinthians 3 and 19. But I will get a breakdown on it so I can bring it back up in another one of my classes. I promise you that.
You said which one?
1 Corinthians
Okay, come on.
3 and 19.
Sticky.
First Corinthians
He said 3 and
3 and 19.
19.
Come on. It's the book of 1 Corinthians, chapter 3, verse 19. For the wisdom of this word, Salakia, the wisdom of this world is foolish with God.
The wisdom of this world is foolish with the Most High, man. So you could take people like what was one of the smartest? What Einstein.
Einstein, yeah.
You could take the most top rated people that they have on this planet, and anything that they could think of is foolishness unto the Most High. The knowledge of this world is foolishness unto the Most High, man. Read.
Come on.
For it is written, he taketh the wise in their own craftiness.
And when somebody think they really, really smart, man, the Lord take them in His own craftiness, man, and make an idiot out of them. That's why I told you the Lord would take a young man out of the Isupk and use that young man and teach and use us, and what we know about this Bible, it would have your pastors asking us questions.
Right.
Because they don't know nothing, man. They think they know. They don't know anything. They don't know how to apply this truth. They don't know how to understand this Bible. People like T.D. Jakes, people like Creflo Dollar, that man is a total idiot.
Mm-hmm.
He is misleading the hell out of God's people, man. I mean, he's so wicked and so vile till he's teaching God's people that the law is done away with. The man telling a whole congregation of people that the law is done away with. What Bible is he reading? Then you have a lot of other pastors think it's okay that you could pray over all this. The Bible, in Leviticus, it tell you what you can eat and can't eat. They eating rabbit. They hunt. They like to smother rabbit in the gravy and eat it. They get catfish fries and have catfish dinners. They love take if they wife say take me to Red Lobster.
Oh, yeah.
They going. It's like he don't have no knowledge of the Bible at all, which means he ain't got no relationship with the Most High at all. You can quit saying that, man. No matter how you feel, it's not about how you feel. It is not about how you feel. It's about what's right.
Right.
And the only way you right is you following these laws, statutes, and commandments.
That's right.
That's it and that's all. You can't even lead your household right if you're not following these laws, statutes, and commandments. As for the men in the Isupk, we serving the Most High, man.
That's right.
We following Christ. So therefore, we're gonna lead our women and our children in the way they should go. We're gonna raise up our children in the way they should go. We're gonna raise our children so when they get older, we finna break these curses. Ain't gonna be no celebrating Christmas and boiling eggs and dyeing the eggs.
Throwing them in the yard. Going
Right, egg hunts. And man, come on, man.
Salakia, if I could, you know that's a white man holiday right there. They want you to hunt eggs. You didn't let you know they honest, man.
Yeah, that's right.
That horrible people.
That's bad. That's bad. And then the crazy thing is you could research a lot of this stuff and find the origins of it. And it's all wickedness. The origins of Easter is wicked as all out. Christmas, that's idolatry.
Mm-hmm.
Now, everybody know that Halloween is wicked, and yet and still a lot of them will put their kids on them little uniforms and take them to stranger doors and let them ask for candy from strangers. But you tell them don't talk to strangers. That don't make no sense. But those are things passed on from generation to generation. You don't know until you talk. You do not know until you talk different.
That's right.
And it's not your fault. And we can't hold it against our grandmothers and great grandmothers and our parents. We can't hold it against them. They only passed on what they was taught.
That's right.
So you can't hold it against them. But just because it's fun and you do it, feel like it's fun and you're doing it, don't mean it's right. Especially when you start learning about these laws, statutes, and commandments. It's time to change. It's time to drop that. Just take your spirit out of America. Stop following up behind these different, our oppressors, different cultures and holidays and all this other stuff. The Lord give us high holy days and feast days to commemorate. That he said we should pass on from generation to generation. Everybody know about the Passover. I think everybody on this planet know about the Passover. Everybody on this planet know about the flood. Everybody on this planet know that Moses parted the Red Sea. Those are stories that the whole world know about, even the China, everybody. And it's proof. It's proof that these things actually happened and occurred.
That's right.
In history. In the same way Moses, the Lord used, the same way that the Lord used Noah, and everybody was laughing at him, talking about him, mocking him, making fun of him. And then all of a sudden, that great rain started coming down. And the doors closed, and the Most High sealed them doors. And then it was too late. While everybody was out partying, kicking it, doing their thing, and all that stuff, mocking that man, and when them doors closed and that rain started coming down, and the Lord destroyed this place, man, with water. Because it was too wicked. It was too much going on.
That's right.
The same things that's going on today. The same. Drugs ain't nothing new. They was getting high back in Egypt. They was smoking weed in Egypt. They was drinking lean in Egypt. Most likely, they probably was shooting up some kind of way in Egypt. Ain't nothing new under the sun, y'all. Homosexuality was going on back then, like it's going on today.
That's right.
Men was sleeping with married women going off, cheating on their husbands. All that stuff, man. All that stuff is an abomination to the Most High. And that's why we in the condition that we in today. Do not ask yourself, we telling you why we in this condition. The chief of the police, they talking about they figured out the answer how to deal with this gun problem in America. I like to see that. They ain't did it yet. All of a sudden now they done figured out all the blacks need to come together. I don't care how many of y'all come together. If you're not coming together and following these laws, statutes, commandments under the banner of the Isupk, there is no answer out there. There's nothing going to change.
That's right.
Nothing is going to change, y'all. There's only one way to make this stuff get right, and it's to turn back to our culture, our ways, our laws, statutes, commandments that the Lord gave us through Moses. Now He's giving it to you through the Isupk.
That's right.
Let's go to let's go to Revelations 18:4.
It's the book of Revelations, chapter 18, verse 4. And I heard another voice from heaven saying, "Come out of her, my people."
The Bible said, 18. The Bible said, and I heard another voice from heaven saying, "Come out of her, my people." That means the Lord is telling us to take our spirits out of America. And He's not telling us, once again, we done told you this before. It don't mean sell your car, your house, your furniture, and take all your money out your account. It means stop celebrating the damn holidays that America is doing and turn back to the law, statutes, and commandments.
That's right.
That's what it means. It means come out of these churches, these mosques, the Catholic churches, and any other thing that you might be following. Get up out of those religions and get your butt into the Isupk.
That's right.
And turn back to the law, statutes, and commandments. Read.
Come out of her, my people, that ye be not partakers of her sin.
And America it love being a homosexual. America love being a murderer. America love being high. America love putting abortion clinics in the black and Hispanic community and killing off our kids. making the women think that if you can't take, if you already struggling, you know you're having a hard time, you can't take care of that baby. Go on and get rid of that baby. That's murder.
Right.
Who are you to kill that child? Who are you to do that? What the hell you having sex for with somebody and you don't want the child? You don't supposed to have sex with somebody and you don't even supposed to have sex until you know that you with the man that you're going to be with for the rest of your life.
Right.
What what they call it? Just having sex. Just you out clubbing. The dude that bought you a few drinks, done poured a few alcohols in you. Now you done dropped your guards. Now you somewhere taking your panties off and have sex with a man you don't even want to be with.
They kind of promiscuous.
Yeah, the promiscuous sex. Now you want to use abortion as a birth control. Don't even want to give that fetus no kind of chance. That's wicked. And today everybody having sex, starting early. America is behind that crap.
That's right.
So, all you hear on the radio and all the music, you see it on the television, sex, 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 sex. Getting high, getting high, getting high. Having sex with somebody's wife. That's all the rappers sing about. Getting high, murder, and sleeping with somebody's girl. That's all it was a time when they would censor a lot of this stuff, man. Now you got the WAP, you got Hot Girl Summer, you got everything going on.
Slocky, don't forget the gay movement too. What's his name? Lil Nas X. He all on that waving his little body around now, look like he a woman. And now they got boys out here thinking that waving their body around.
And that's what I'm saying. They used to censor stuff like that, man. They used to censor stuff like that. A lot of that stuff they wouldn't play on the air or put it on television. A lot of it, but now today in America, man, they pushing it. Man, they pushing it like crazy. They pushing it like it's nothing to turn on your TV. You watching the program, and then on the commercials, two guys sitting up there kissing with beards, hugging each other like it's two women. Alternative lifestyle. Don't judge me. Man, America is falling. America is the Babylon of today, and it's falling. And Babylon is falling.
That's right.
This place is slowly decaying. The moral fiber of this place has totally wasted away. You got women think that they don't need a man. This government, this society give a black woman everything she needs to keep a black man at the house. They don't teach us nothing about ourselves, nothing about our history, nothing about our culture, nothing about us. Period. They want us to think that everything with us started right there in that doggone slave that field with them shackles on. They don't want you to know that it's like when they took this apocrypha out the Bible. That's like getting rid of like what, 500 years of history, something like that. They removed almost 500 years of black history when they took the apocrypha out the Bible, man. They don't want us to know who we are. They don't want us to wake up, y'all. We are feared for a reason. We strong. Just imagine if all the brothers that's basketball players, football players, all the athletes, the blacks and Hispanics, was to just stop doing it and come into the Isupk. Those brothers, the Lord didn't give them brothers the strength to jump and to run fast and the power that they have to go out there and do that for the oppressor. Them brothers should be in the army of the Isupk, in the Lord's army.
That's right.
Getting ready to destroy this place, to help destroy this place. You cannot turn to your athletes or your actors or your musicians and think that just because they got a platform, they can help God's people, because they can't, man. They need help themselves. They don't even know who the hell they are.
Right.
Look at Nick Cannon. And that was another thing. It's like you could say, you could talk about, a black man could talk about anything. But time he say, I am the real Jew. Here go the problem.
Oh, yeah, it's a big problem. It's a huge problem when they hear that. And don't have no money when you say it.
Yeah, well, we saw that. We saw that.
A couple times.
Yeah. A black man go to talking about he the real Jew. Man, them people don't want to hear that. You are under attack then. Now you could be a Christian. A nigga could go and be a Muslim. You could get into Buddhism, Hinduism. You can get into anything you want to get into. But mess around and say that you're the real Jew. And watch how them people treat you. Watch how they act. That should tell you something.
Mm-hmm.
For real, that should tell you something. Let's do Psalms. Let's go to Psalms 139:21.
The book of Psalms, chapter 139, start at verse 21. Do not, Salakia, do not, I hate them, O Lord, that hate thee, and am Salakia, and am not I grieved with those that rise up against thee?
Now this was David singing.
Yeah, this is
songs.
from
And in his song that he was singing, he said, "Do not I hate them, O Lord, that hate thee." So David letting you know, anything that the Lord hate, we should hate.
That's right.
Basically, that's all it's telling you. Anything that the Lord hate, we supposed to hate it. Then it say, and am I not grieved with those that raise up against thee? And this whole nation done raised up against the Most High, man. By the wickedness that they're doing, by trying to say that it's okay to do certain things. Anything that the Lord hate, we should hate it as being his people.
That's right.
Period. It don't matter how nobody feel. It don't matter what nobody think, man. Everything that we done brought out this evening, we should hate it.
That's right.
Because the Lord hated it. No matter what. The Lord hated it, man. Read.
Khan. Verse 22. I hate them with perfect hatred. I count them mine enemies.
The Lord, he said, I hate them with a perfect hatred, a righteous hatred.
That's right.
And we do too. And Isupk, we hate the way these people treated our Native American Indian brothers. Hell no, I don't want to go to no parties. I don't want to party with them. I don't want to celebrate with them. I don't want to drink with them. I don't want to go to no entertainments with them. None of that. We don't want to do, they can't come into our schools. They can't do nothing. We don't want to do anything with our oppressors. Now, they want to help us. They could send some money in here and help us build up our kingdom. Other than that, they're not entitled or allowed to come into our schools.
Right.
The Lord hate. The Bible said, Jacob have I loved, but Esau have I hated. And a lot of pastors is familiar with that verse. A lot of pastors are familiar with that verse, but they're not gonna teach it to their people because they know that it'll affect their money. Mm-hmm. They want you to think God is all love. God love everybody. Anybody could come in here. Look what Ruth Dillon did. They let him come into church and sit back there for a couple hours. He got up and killed every damn body in there. He shot up everybody in there, man, because that love crap. Didn't nobody go back there next day, young man, can they help him? Or can I search you for your protection and our protection? Can we see, do you got anything on you? No, you want to love them. You want to love the enemy. Keep on loving them and watch what you're going to get. Keep it up. There's going to be some more incidents like that.
That's right.
A lot more. And then what the police do with him when they finally caught up to him?
Took them to eat.
They didn't touch him. Right.
That's what they do with all the other ones.
Right.
Take them to go get something to eat.
Want to scratch on him. This man done killed 10 people tonight. And they walked up to him, patted him on his shoulder, put the cuffs on him in front, took him to Burger King, and then took him to jail. Now, you got a bunch of wicked white folks sending him, but they made him one of them,
Cash out.
yeah,
On
the
GoFundMe.
yeah, GoFundMe page. He got him a go. Everybody white that's done killed some blacks got a GoFundMe page within the last few years for support, for legal support.
It's lucky, and they put millions of dollars. They put hundreds of thousands, almost up to millions of dollars on those. That boy that shot them people in Kenosha, he had a couple $1 million in that
Right.
in that GoFundMe account.
And what was crazy, he went across the state line with a semi-automatic weapon, and he was underage, and he was running down the street past the police, and they wasn't even looking at him. They weren't thinking about him. That's that white privilege.
That's right.
That's all that is. That white privilege. We're gonna close out with Exodus 20:3.
I'm a crime. The book of Exodus, chapter 20, and verse 3. Thou shalt have no other gods before me.
That go for Buddha, that go for Allah, that go for any other god you want to. I don't care what god you name. I don't care what religion you in. The blacks, the Hispanics, and the Native American, the 12 tribes, we are the only people on this planet that's serving the true power. They're serving the God that created heaven and earth and everything that's in it, man.
That's right.
If you outside of this, you are in the wrong place. It's a figment of your imagination. No matter how you feel, you are praying to idols, devils,
Right.
demons. You are not praying to the one and only true and living God, man. So, I'm going to pass the class over to my brother, Officer Roma 1. That's my time is real. Shalom.
The ISUPK security announcements. The ISUPK started out on 1 West, 125th Street, Harlem, New York. Rule for a new brother or sister. When a new brother or sister comes into the school, they are off limits for 6 months. They are here to be saluted only. They are here to share themselves of the world. So, like, if they need transportation, the teacher will arrange it. After 6 months, if a brother or sister has an interest in a particular person, he or she must get permission from the heads to speak to a brother or sister. There's another 6 months in which the brother or sister will court each other. After this 6 month period, the brother or sister will get permission from the heads to marry. Ties, which is a commandment. Numbers 18:21, Malachi 8, Malachi 3, 8 through 10 means 10th in the Hebrew, ma'ashra. 10% of every penny of any increase the Lord gives you, give to the treasury department or the teacher. Priest fund, which is a free will offering. For priests, not mandatory whatsoever amount you would like. Upcoming Holy Convocation, we have the Feast of the Blowing of the Trumpets, which is September 6th. That's coming up. And we also got our Fire Weekend, our annual Fire Weekend coming up next week. Bring the children, bring family, blacks, Hispanics, Native American Indians. Any brothers want to be a trooper to school, wear all black, boots, shirt, pants, head, scarf,